You felt more pressure
Yeah,
almost
you
to...
did. You felt like their eyes were on you
Yeah.
somehow.
So again, I'm going to put you on the spot again, but I did kind of pre-warn you about this one. So just to finish, I guess, about Warwick a little bit, what's 3 things you really like about your job?
Oh, God, you sent me this question before, and I've been having to think about it because there's so many things. I struggle to narrow it down to 3 actually. So I think, just in terms of when I think about the university, I just think that, it's been a really tough time recently. And, I've seen a lot of my friends and family, lose their jobs and things. So I would say, just how secure and supported I've felt during this time. I think it's been, it's credit to the university that they have kept on their staff. We've all felt really supported during, the most awful time. And, managers have been fantastic at just making sure that all their staff are okay. And there's not one point where I thought I was going to lose my job, So I think the supportive nature of the university.
I really agree with that. And I remember as well, kind of at the start of COVID and everything, when we first working from home, they even said like, okay, it's going to be a difficult kind of transition over the next couple of weeks and months, just, adapting your work to working at home. So if you have got any like spare time, please like go and help charities and it's kind of, well, I'll touch on this later in the podcast, but there's something you've done since COVID that has helped others. So I totally agree with what you say. Like, it's been really supportive, but also the fact that they've encouraged going out to... Remember,
definitely.
I think there was one scheme way back at the start when they were asking for volunteers to like deliver medicine to the elderly or people that couldn't get out and stuff. And I know a lot of our team kind of volunteered for that.
And I actually did. I walked dogs for the elderly. So it was part of the Cinnamon Trust. So it was, I was kind of encouraged to do things like that in my own time, and I think the senior management at the university encourage us all to take on volunteering roles, whether it's supporting the COVID crisis or just going and making sure that we had time for ourselves to go out and make sure our well-being was okay. And because it was really tempting when we started to work from home to be sat there in front of your laptop and not even moving to go make yourself a cup of tea.
You felt more pressure almost.
You did. You felt like the eyes were on you somehow. But I think it's been really lovely that we have been encouraged to go out walking and exercising and things like that. So as I said, that was probably my first one that I thought of. I think the next one would be more to do with the campus. I just love coming from Wales and coming from a really rural area. I think the how green the campus is just it makes me feel quite at home. It's like, although we're on the edge of the city, it could be like a concrete jungle, but it is very green. That even if buildings are built, it's they make sure that the trees are that they're planted and things like that. So I think I love how green it is. You can go for lovely walks if you leave our building. You can just like be in the countryside in like 5 minutes,
or go for a run. Like, it's really nice, isn't it?
So
and like every season is nice, I find, on campus. Like like autumn's really beautiful. Spring, if you get a bit of snow in the winter, it looks really nice. And then summer, like you say, there's so many green places to go for a walk and chill out and stuff. It's really nice. And like, adding on that as well, I think the facilities on campus that you're encouraged to use are really good as well. So sports, I know you love your sports, and we've just got the newish sports centre now, and like that's amazing, all the stuff over there, and the new art centre and cinemas and stuff, and then places to eat and everything like that. It's just a really nice kind of campus, isn't it?
Now you've mentioned the sports, it's little things like I know that you and I were involved in the corporate games that were held here, and you know, you were playing football and I was playing netball, and you know, things like that, just the opportunities that you're given, you know, and the things, little things like the fact that training is kind of encouraged, and you know, you're allowed to be given a bit of time off work to attend training, just to, you know, better yourself, and attend conferences, and you know, Helloa events and things. So that's great.
I remember, and I'm sure you won't mind me telling this story, that this is way back in our postgraduate admission days, Way actually got called up from the Vice Chancellor at the time, I can't remember which one it was now, to miss half a day because he had to go and play for his five-a-side team because they were competing against different universities, and he knew Way was really good. So it's just stuff like that, isn't it? You know, that they do encourage sport and things like that.
Yeah, definitely. So yeah, and then I think my third point was just how it's, I guess we have. We aren't, you know, there's another university in Coventry, Coventry Uni, which is in the city, and I guess a lot of the local community think that probably that's the community university, but actually I don't think they realise just how much we do with the local community. And you know, it's not just the Widening Participation team, but we have like people who are part of like the engagement team who are working with like the Canley area.
Well, Warwick Volunteers, we heard
Warwick
talk
Volunteers,
for the other day.
and I think the Inter-University Centre that's in Hillfields that the university funded, you know, working with the area around kind of Hillfields, Stoke. I think, you know, just things like that. There's so much going on, and we really are really trying to not be the elitist university that a lot of people maybe assume that we are. So,
I agree.
And trying to be somewhere that's more approachable and somewhere that's achievable for the local students to attend.
Yeah, agreed. Thank you. That was a good three. But what, I'm surprised you didn't say people. Everyone always says the people when that
I thought
question.
I'd go a bit different. I knew there'd be a few people saying people.